Hmm. Twilight Zone. Uh-oh. That's an interesting turn of events. Hmm. Doggy? Doggy! No. Cujo? Uh-oh. Okay, so first thought is maybe it's the killer coming back for, I don't know, something. Revenge? Not revenge, but something. But I don't think that's it, because I mean, he had Knightley at with a knife to his throat on the plane, and the lights were out and everything. And he didn't take him out there. So why would he bother breaking into prison and doing it then? So we'll just have to see how this goes. See what other possibilities show up. Waiting to see someone? He's not coming. He's not coming, sir. How long does he intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to get your cravat in a twist. Edgeworth would never do that. Ethan Rook's murderer. 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention center. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant Horace Knightley. His trial was set to begin the next day, with me serving as the prosecutor. Still, he is rather late. You there. Do you know what's going on? It's certainly strange. I'll try calling in one more time. It's terrible! It's Knightley! He's been murdered! What? What did you say? Murdered? Inside the detention center? Mr. Edgeworth, let's check it out. You there. Take us to the crime scene, post haste. Yes, sir. I bet we'll be investigating this hallway. Knightley's not in his cell? I thought he was being held here. What are you doing, sir? This way. Where are you taking us, pal? Through this door is the... Ah, it's the prison. Prison? Then what were the small rooms back there? That's what I was about to ask. Those cells we just passed are part of the detention center. My pronunciation today is not doing well. They're used for holding suspects temporarily while they await their trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose. This is where criminals who have been declared guilty serve out their sentence, pal. It's the one place a great thief does not want to end up, Kay. I'm opening the door now. Please, follow me. It's weird that they have these two facilities connected. Okay. This is looking a bit strange already. Pink. There's no mistaking it. Knightley's dead. Pink burned cloth. Interesting. This looks like it'll be fun to investigate. Moreover, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen? Alright. Workroom A. Alright. I can't believe something like this would happen to Mr. Knightley. Yes, I can't believe it either. But the scene you see before you is the unmistakable reality. Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention center? Indeed, he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they're detained in the detention center's holding cells. They only enter the prison after they have received a guilty verdict. Knightley should not have been moved in here. Do you think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir? Huge metal doors and a long passageway separate the prison and the detention center. Gosh, I cannot say those two words. This detention that gets me, isn't it? Don't have a problem with center. As a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, I was hoping. Okay, we're fine. The computer's been doing that lately. It's a little unnerving. It's the first time it's happened with this, though. What happened to Knightley? What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. Alright. Let's see, where to start? What on earth is this? This section of the room is covered in dirt. The dirt is soft and has footprints on it, sir. There are too many footprints. It won't be easy to identify them all. Until the forensics arrive, we probably shouldn't tamper with this area. It's right, Edgeworth, so get off. Detective, please don't trip and fall in the dirt. I'll be careful, sir. I don't want to get my favorite coat dirty. I'm more worried that you'll mess up the footprints. Okay. What is this? It's a reservation form that lists the inmates who are scheduled to use this room. There are numbers written here. Probably their prison numbers. I'd hate to be called a number, like T4137. Yes, that is why we are born with a name. You're not born with a name, you're given one after birth, usually. I'd rather be called Great Thief or the Terminator. What about your name? Nah, Terminator is cooler. What's that? I don't know about this place. That looks like a whip. That is a whip, isn't it? Looks like a whip. Won't rest until we've stolen every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Good luck with that. Indeed. It's quite a large area to investigate. Aha! Haven't done that in a while. Won't rest. Yep. What Kay said, except makes more sense. This thing? It's a pulley. Is that used for prison labor too? It looks like it. There's something I wanted to ask you. Don't even think about dangling on the hook. Eh? How did you know that's what I wanted to do? Somehow I had a feeling. Okay, I guess the hook counts as part of that. What about this giant cage? It's a cage inside the cage that is the prison. It's like cageception. I believe the correct term is prison cell. They're the same thing. We need to look more at the essence of things. Actually, it's more important to get the correct information. Okay, yeah, let's look down here at this whip. Those are some colorful sheets. Not that colorful. They're the most eye-catching thing in this room. No. What about the whip on top of it? They don't fit in with the prison. There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. It reminds me of the whip lady. Maybe she left her whip here? I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. Not on purpose, anyway. There is a rope near the body as well. By the way, my special talent. If it's about rope escapes, there's no need for that now. Ah. Does she want to show it off that badly? Okay. What about this? It's a pulley. Okay. Okay, the fact that they mention the hook in that dialogue suggests that examining the hook itself right now will not get us. Oops, no. I hate that. Double tapping. It makes you examine. Nope, same thing. Alright. Well, I guess there's nothing here. It's kind of. I guess we got the sheets out of that. What on earth are these little bottles? There's a bunch of strange tools here. I don't see anything out of place. Kind of picking up the scent of animals. What the heck goes on in this room? You have special smelling abilities or something? No, it's just a feeling, but I can smell the scent of treasure. Remind me to lock up all of my valuables in a safe. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I wouldn't steal your valuables. So you would steal someone else's valuables? Okay. There's a leather apron on the wall. All we need is a machete and a welding mask. There are a bunch of strange tools here. Oh, this is the same thing. Alright. But this wash basin. It's a wash basin over here. Are there any clues that could be useful to this case? I don't smell any signs of treasure. I'm searching for clues here, not treasure. We agreed, Edgeworth, last case, that clues can be treasure. Alright. Let's check out the body. Horace Knightley, murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. I won't rest until I've examined every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I forgot to say that, Edgeworth. Let's look at his chessboard. Huh? What's this? Mr. Edgeworth has something similar in his office. Except Edgeworth's doesn't fold, I don't think. It's a portable chessboard. It was probably the victim's. Ah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right? He was probably using it to pass time in the detention center. Did he have someone to play with? I mean, can you really have that much fun with one-player chess? Alright. Bit of pink scarf or something? This is a rubber glove. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Yes, there's no mistake. It's a rubber glove. How come there's only one? Let me take a closer look. Alright. What is this conspicuous oil stain? Or burn? What? That is some black mud. Holy cow. Up to the wrist. Maybe someone was playing with mud in the prison. I want to get in on the action too. Do it on your own time when you're not investigating a case. Alright. What about for inmate use? Alright. It says for inmate use. That must mean prisoner used this glove. Yes. That's what I was thinking. Ah, raspberry jam. Must have been eating toast. The fingers of the glove are covered in blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed. Hey, why's that? If it was on the floor before the pool of blood had formed, the blood would have formed an outline around the glove. Ah, I see. The blood would have only gotten on the edge of the gloves. Edges of the glove. This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood. That must mean the killer left it behind. Indeed, it's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. You there! What is it, sir? Do you recognize this glove? Yes, sir. The inmates use these for prison labor. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They're strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in this room. Huh. What did that say? Wasn't paying attention. Single glove behind, used for prison labor. Covered in blood and mud. Okay, can we examine this? Yes. Let us do so. Seems like something worth doing. I bet there are some pieces missing. Why are you getting so excited? What are you saying? Doesn't everyone get excited when they're opening a box? I think that probably applies to you only. No, Edgeworth. You really are a stick in the mud. Looks like a full set to me. These are chess pieces, right? I saw something similar in your office, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? The pieces here are black and white? Those are the correct colors. My pieces were custom made. Custom made? Sounds like treasure to me. Her eyes are sparkling. Does she intend to steal it? Edgeworth's pieces are blue and red. Okay, so nothing of note. That's kind of unusual. Okay. What's this? What is that? Floor plans. Okay. Wait, what is... Ah, okay. What else? Let's check this sheet. It's covered with a dirty sheet. There's a rope on top of the sheet. Was Knightley tied up with this rope? Let's take a look under the sheet. We might be able to find something. Yikes, this sheet is bright red. These appear to be bloodstains. Bloodstains appear to belong to the victim. It has a colorful pattern. Okay. Still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely. Examine the body itself. Ugh! Blood from his neck has stained his brace bright red. Wasn't even close to examining the brace. Cause of death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There's small bumps on his head. These bruises? Maybe after he was stabbed in the neck, he fell back and hit his head? I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Kay, do you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it? Sure thing. Here, Gummy. Thanks, pal. Alright, I'm taking the picture, sir. Still, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes. There appears to be dirt stains in several places. Penetrating wound in the neck. Died instantly. Covered in dirt. Small bruises. He's wearing those clothes even though they're dirty. He's just like me, sir. Detective, I hope you realize that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. Exactly, he's noting the exceptions. There's something on his finger. Let's have a closer look. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring. Don't steal it. Wah! I didn't do anything yet. Not evidence. Look at his foot. Anything there? Nope. Nothing. Okay. Is that it? Okay, let's skip this. Here we go. That was weird. You have to examine this again? Yikes, this sheet is bright red. It really is bright red, sir. These appear to be bloodstains. Broken or bloody sheet. There might be something else. Okay. I don't see anything else. About his collar. Or his, cuff. Nope. So is that it? We done? Didn't seem like it. Let's try some logic. Bloody sheet and stacked sheets. Let's go together. Whoosh! The sheets stacked here have a very distinctive pattern. Stripes. It's the same as the bloodstained sheet. That's right. Okay, don't steal my lines like that. Hee hee hee. Mr. Edgeworth, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the great thief. I thought she was on hiatus. Alright. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence. Heh. It's three of us here. It's a piece of cake. Right, Gummy? That's right, pal. We're the invincible trio. It's too early to start celebrating. There's still something we haven't found yet. Eh? What haven't we found yet, sir? What is missing from this crime scene? The Moida weapon. The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet. Ah, now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir. Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of basics? I'm sorry, sir. Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either. That's not much of a consolation. In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task. I see, you have a point. What was the murder weapon? And where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case. Huh? There are visitors here already? Oh, it's this guy. Sorry to barge in like this. Is this the crime scene? You're... Huh? You... Aren't you? That piercing gaze. That furrowed brow. It's been a long time, Mr. Shields. Yes, yes, that frilly thing around your neck. That stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Fancy meeting you here. Oh, that's not going to go over well. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth's not that old man. Detective, it's fine. Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thought you looked a bit young. Hehehe. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again. You never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other? I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. But you know, something I still haven't forgotten. About you. And your betrayal. I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law. Ace Attorney Ray Shields at your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. Kay Faraday, nice to meet ya. I'm a great thief. But I'm currently on hiatus. Great thief? Well, well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful. Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out. That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang. I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls. I see, that's too bad. Well, how about a hug then? Sign of affection. No. I guess not. Hehehe. This isn't Europe after all. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is the Von Karma way, isn't it? Yeah. It really is. He's not a Von Karma anymore. Hey, you've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that. What's your problem, pal? Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped. A? People are saying A lot. They didn't used to do that. Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley? That's right. Or should I say, I was his defense attorney. Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say. Well then, let's do just that. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... Yes, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley Boy. As was I. I had planned to meet with him, then we heard the report of the dead body. I even brought him a California roll. That is not a California roll. California rolls do not have salmon roe. They look like salmon roe, right? Mr. Shields, you can't bring food into the detention center. Phoenix does it all the time. Brings little smokies for Maggie Bird. Is that right? Well then, would you like it? No thanks. Still, to think that Prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty. Wasn't that the Von Karma way? That is a thing of the past. Heh, is that right? So, sure you don't want it? I told you, I don't want it. Okay, the victim. Did you meet with Knightley? Hehe, we met yesterday. I can't decide on a voice for this guy. I don't know. He's supposed to be all cheerful and stuff. They called me over as soon as Knightley Boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah. He mentioned you. He talked about how you interfered with his plans. He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you. Mr. Shields, you also talked about me. You also talked about me? I frequent the visitors' room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time. Heh, so you're a regular at this prison. Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitors' room, but I've also been in here before. Then you should ask him about this room. About this room. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it? Ah, this room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for a prodigy prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room? None? I guess, as much as I don't want to think about it, the entertainment room strikes me as the most likely name. The entertainment room? Wow, Prosecutor Edgeworth sees this place as an entertainment room. And why not? There are plenty of toys here. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is... wrong. Correct answer is the workroom. Okay. I thought maybe it was like a name the inmates started giving it for fun. All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that. He didn't even... Okay, I guess it was implied that he gave the multiple choice. The inmates carry out various kinds of prison labor in here. The program, allowing them to receive job training in prison. So, how do they monitor this room? Who's in charge of the keys to the entrance? Prosecutor Edgeworth, even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Why are you my uncle? In what way are you my uncle? Hey, you there, could you tell us? Yes, sir, this room doesn't use any locks and keys. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All of the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor and... wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo! An alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful. Eee! That's terrifying! It's to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes through a door, the guard has to accompany them to deactivate the sensor first. And that's that. Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? In the past few days, no one has used this room. I'm sure of it. So not one inmate has entered this room today. Door sensor data. If that's the case, it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There is something in this crime scene that should not exist. Huh. Aha! I will use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. Will do. Won't rest until blah 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 blah. Diddly deuce. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? The rubber glove? Single glove, just for prison labor. Sensor. Well, I was thinking, you know, since the glove... prisoner had to take the glove in. So the prisoner had to have a bracelet on. Right? Let's go with it. Yep. The inmates cannot freely enter this room, as they're wearing bracelets that set off the sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. That is a direct contradiction. Then who left this rubber glove in here, sir? I don't know, yet. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. Guard, aside from the inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prison guards come here. Mr. Shields? Hehehe, what are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? But they're... aminals? Mr. Shields, what are these things that you speak of? Should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Usually you can find them walking around the prison facility. Well, you'll see once you leave this room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey, you're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal. What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body but a small mind. What did you say, pal? Detective Gumshoe. Ugh. Sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about.